Hi guys, my name is Elena Nikora. I'm an amiea international master trainer and I'm really happy to see you again with us. Today I'm going to talk about very interesting topic, how to work with amiea special one-point needle NanoNT. This needle has been created especially for finest lines and hair strokes, and why we name it NanoNT? Because this needle contains a metal tube at the end and the nano needle inside. Today I have a very interesting and very beautiful model with not so easy skin on eyebrows. It is alopecia, but these eyebrows is perfect for hair strokes, eyebrows, technique and permanent makeup. As always, it is very important to start the permanent makeup treatment with a perfect pre-sketch. Today I'm going to use 3 pigments to make kind of 3D effects for making an accents for the darkest parts, medium part, and the fluffy effect I will use the lightest color. I use cotton tip to put the pigments on the forehead to see how does it fit to the skin type and to the face in general. The needle's icon on the back look like this. We open the needle in front of the client and put this needle on the device. Put the needle length comfortable for your work, but you can make it shorter. Then you work with a regular needle without nano tube. I put the pigments inside of the pigments cup because I will use 3 pigments. But if you use only 1 pigment, it is also possible to put the pigment inside of the cartridge. We start the treatment with fixing the pre-sketch. We start with medium brown color to make sure that the color will be visible and won't change to a colder tone. You can do the first pass without any anesthetic. It is usually not painful at all. Draw the first lines with very short back and forth movements. Do not stretch the skin too much, just enough so you can easily fix it. This nanotube gives the perfect stability for the needle and a much better color flow than a regular needle. After you take the pigment, keep the metal nose clean. It will be much more comfortable for your work to see the needle properly. Don't press the needle at all. Your hand movement should be very slow. In the beginning, I recommend to work with a speed device of 80 punctions per second. Approaching the beginning of the eyebrow, I draw the hair strokes usually from the middle upwards and downwards. In this area, I also use a more lighter pigment. On this part of the eyebrow, the skin is a lot thinner than on the other parts, so you have to be very careful with the pressure. More closer to the tail of the eyebrow, I start to use lighter pigment. Don't clean the area until you have finished fixing the sketch. With a wet cotton tip, I clean the part to make sure everything is fine and the sketch was fixed. As you can see, the skin has absorbed the color well. The lines should not be more intense, and if everything is fine, you can clean the whole eyebrow with a cotton pad. This is how the hair strokes should look after the first pass with the needle and pigment. Now I put the topical anesthetic and continue fixing the sketch on the other eyebrow. I don't change work sides, that's why it is important to keep the needle at 90 degrees, so the intensity of the stroke will stay the same on both sides. If the needle angle is changed, the intensity can vary as well. With a wet cotton tip, I check if everything is fine and the sketch was fixed. Only then I can clean the whole eyebrow with a cotton pad. Now I put the topical anesthetic and continue to work with the right eyebrow. On the second pass, we use the darkest pigment to make color accents on the eyebrow. Do a second pass on the whole eyebrow with adding additional hair strokes and color accents. With this needle you can see very clearly where the first line is, so you can repeat it very easily. Finalizing the treatment, you can use a light pigment to create a nice fluffy eyebrow effect.
Thank you very much.
So guys, you just saw how easy it is to do perfect hair strokes with amiea nanotube needle. Feel free to try this needle by yourself and make your clients happy with the perfect eyebrows hair strokes. I wish you a good luck. Don't forget to follow us in Instagram and Facebook and stay tuned with us for the next video.